Good morning from Bury Metro. There's the sign, there's the proof. Round 4 of the 4-wheel drive 2024 BRCA 1/10 Offroad Nationals from about 20 minutes north of Manchester City. Home of Manchester City, a famous football club, as well as United, of course. Liam Gallagher would be local. Ian Brown would be local. Even that kid that walked to Ibiza, whatever his name is, Henry. He's from here. So, we're in the crucible of activity in the UK, Manchester. Let's take a look at this track. We are down the straight. This is banked. Speed. Now, as we saw yesterday, there have been sort of a grain put into the AstroTurf. I think you might be able to see it there, how it's all brushed away from us. So cars are getting understeer. They're coming in here and they're sort of running up the hill with the grain of the Astro until they hit less worn Astro and then sort of biting in. So that is interesting. Had some effects on the two-wheel drive finals yesterday. If you haven't watched the two-wheel drive finals, crackers, absolute crackers. Just the dash of rain just meant everybody was on their tiptoes. Really difficult racing. Leg 1, 3 different leaders without really any huge mistakes. So, back to the track walk. We've come up the straight, we've gone around the bank corner and we've made our way down. Here we have these moguls, as I'm told to call them, moguls. Something to do with Rupert Murdoch, not really sure what that means. And we are hairpinning left. There's a clear line at the apex, and if you run tight, you will get out of here without touching a mogul. So that is all good. Fire it up. We have an acute bend over tabletop, and I believe also over the line. Uphill nice and smooth, downhill nice and smooth. Rubber belt over the line. Will that cause an issue? Don't think so. Now, power all the way down. Little lumps, little bumps, nothing major. Nice and smooth. Another hairpin. They do know there's other types of corners, don't they? Now, this one's interesting. You can see the damage. You can see that damage. This has been hit many times. Don't hit it. Just give it that extra 6 inches. Somebody's smiling at me after saying that. Give it the extra 6 inches and they're a very immature bunch. Around and up the tabletop. You will get the down ramp. You carry a lot of speed. You've got to try and get it in and get it stopped into this narrow hairpin at the apex. We know Lee can do it. We know Neil can do it. We know Ben can do it. Certainly Tommy can do it. Certainly Neil. I said Neil already. Let's see who can do it. If there was ever a situation where you do a little whip and come down and land at the apex, there it is. Now you climb the berm here and back down is a little lump, and we are going to chicane 90 and 90. More moguls here to avoid. Don't think it's going to be an issue, not on the line. Now 90-degree tabletop to the left, straightforward enough. Nice little down ramp, punch it down to the other side, and now a nice shape here to get the power down and get back up this corner. Try not to get some sort of funny whip in the air where the left side of the car dips and you get a grip roll or something. So it's just get up that hill nice and straight. Fast right-hander, stepping down. We hate steps, you know, everyone hates steps. It's just bad landing. 1, 2 steps down, and then we have a banked hairpin. We're nearly there. After you bank that hairpin, I imagine if it's wet, you'll be understeering down the hill, and there is a lump here also to avoid, and there's a bump into hairpin left. and then you are through and back onto, oh, the big mound here. That's tricky. There's a mound just in the centre of the camera. You might be able to see it. It's going to be a little, it's not going to be fast. You're going to have to hit this and sort of bobble over the top of it and down and get your line onto the straight. I don't think it's worth going around it. And then you're back down the straight. So just get up onto the rostrum. Give you a better idea of what that's all about. I know it's hard to see on the camera. I know that the angle, the lens on the camera is not quite wide enough. So you're staring at pieces of hosing down on Astro. It's hard to work out where it all is. Whilst I climb the ladder, Schumacher, Speedworks, Model Tune, Rude Bits, FF Racing, SEMCS, and Briefcase Graphics. Thank you so much. So let's go down the straight. Banked corner, back around, hairpin, stay in tight, avoid the moguls, straight through, straightforward enough, don't hit the paint, jump with a whip, end up down at that dot and out, hairpin right, through Tony's legs, up onto the hill, don't accidentally whip it and land with the front left wheel way down, and grip roll if it's dry, step down, up onto the berm, hairpin, bobble over the lump and back onto the straight. Straightforward enough. If I could only drive the way I talk, that would be quite something. Anyway, I think it's this is a good leveler. I don't think there's no massive insider knowledge required here. You just go and race, be neat and tidy. Here are the young guns. There is Thomas Phipps, third, of course, at the last round. Excellent result for him. Charlie Saunders. All leaders of the future. Abe Lyons there as well. That group of guys coming through will provide excellent racing now in the next few years. They'll be battling at the front. And then another level down, there's Jesse Russell. Heard me mention Jesse Russell and Ruben Russell and the other boys there. You heard me mention them at Stotfold. That's the next generation coming through. So the BRCA Championship in very, very good condition. A lot of talent stacking up. They will progress through over the next few years. Great to see it. And I have to put that down to the committee. They are actively encouraging young people. All the under 13s get trophies, which I think is fantastic. I think there's 9 or 10 of them under 13. Everybody gets a trophy, their own little championship. So that is wonderful. It's working, guys. Well done to them. Tell you who else is working. There's Lee Martin. Car looked great yesterday. Result didn't quite match how well the car looked. Different story in four-wheel drive. He's going very, very well in four-wheel drive. Okay, look, that's the track walk. I hope you enjoy the coverage later on. Please check out RacewayOne.com. All the photos are on there and the little snippets of news over the day. And if you also want to leave a comment or you'd like to like and subscribe to the page, that would be greatly appreciated. I do try and get back to all comments, especially if you have a question where I can go and find out something for you. That's no problem as well if I have the time. And that's it for now. So thanks for watching.